Dang, dang, dang. We already got a sub. Thank you, Bloody Fish. What's going on, everyone? How we doing? How we doing? Happy New Year's to everyone. Every soul. To Zero, to GLJ, to Dysnomia, to Mitsuru Miki, to Phone, to Clover, to Karma Cutie, to Desu Vault. How we doing, everyone? It is time for the support review. Listen, I tried, okay? I tried to do a thing, and it just didn't play out the way I wanted. Let me adjust my mic. I'm still finagling with this. I'm still playing around with this, trying to get it figured out. My God, that's high, but I guess that works. I guess that works. Let me, come on. I'm just a big guy. I'm trying to not cut off the top of my head. Good Lord. That is very precarious. If I maybe... Oh, wait. We're cooking. We cooked. Okay, perfect. All right. How you doing? Crony's playing FGO again? She sure is. How was my holidays? Holidays were great. I had an awesome time. Yo! Airy! What? Yeah! 1 whole freaking year. Celebrating your 1-year membership, surviving peak season at work. Would really appreciate it if I took a look at your second support list. We will absolutely kick it off with that then, Airy. Absolutely. Let's see if we can go ahead and find that. To the uninitiated, chuck things in the chat. We will attempt to record it to the secret master document of mystery, and go from there. I'm gonna try to grab as many things as possible, and I'll try to get to as many people as I can. As always, I can't get to everybody. I cannot get to everybody. I'm just one man, but we will do our best to go through and get every single person we can looked at in the support review. Now, a couple of other stipulations. When we look at the characters on the lists, don't worry about it, Eric. Don't worry about it. It's fine. I am not your boss. I am your friend. I just appreciate your help. It's all good. So, other stipulation, we gloss over supports. We gloss over support servants. We gloss over Skahawk Scotties. We gloss over Artorias. We gloss over Koyanamana Chihuahuas. Absolutely everyone. What is good? Oh, and we actually gotta address this really quick, gang. We gotta address this really quick. Let me go ahead and check on in here. Make sure I'm not doubling. Yeah, okay, we're good. Where is Chevmis? Eric, if you see Chevmis before I do, Chev is now a mod. We need to make Chev a mod. I think I can do that. Boom. Okay. Welcome Chevmis as a mod. Appreciate it. Karma Cutie, thank you for the 2nd month. You've been super excited to share your support list. Ari invited you to the channel and stuff. Please review my first list. Eric, we're going to check out Ari's first to celebrate the 1 year. Please add Karma to the list right after her, and we will go from there. With the standard Desu roll. All right, 173 905 235. We're in. Ari wanted us to look at normal 2. I assume that's normal 2. Yep, second support list. We're good. Happy New Year to absolutely everybody. Yeah, we did. For those of you wondering on the Discord server, we did send out a short list to get more moderators as we end up popping up closer and closer to the 10K. Things are gonna overall just get crazy in general. So, more people coming in the Discord server means that we need more moderators. It is entirely voluntary. We tried to pick people that that are just really like cool people that go for like the general vibe that we're going for. I hate to use vibe, but there really isn't a big word forte. And on top of that, you know, can just, you know, help keep everything cool, help keep everything chill. So Chevmis is one of those. We got some other people cooking. You might see some more mods popping up here as well as on the Discord in the upcoming days. But let's go ahead and without further ado, let's take a gander at the support list. Justin, what'd you get for your GSSR? I did get Dante's. You can watch me pull my NP2 Dante's on that summon. Oh, and quick other thing before we look at this Koyanskayas of Dark Game of the Year list. You might have seen it up for like a fraction of a second. We had some issues with audio. It's been addressed. I've re-uploaded it. Everything's fine. It'll actually be up tomorrow. So top 10 games of the year, you'll be able to check that out tomorrow. Okay, now let's actually take a gander at these characters. Now this Koyanskayas we won't skip over. That is a maxed out first drawing, which means that Eri went ham trying to get there. And an 888 already on top of that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is one thing I don't get, to be quite honest. Arts card effectiveness is boost, but Koyanskayas of Dark is a Buster servant. If she was Arts, I feel like that she would have been like a top tier foreigner. But she's still alright as Buster. She's overall alright. Alright, we got, ooh. Okay, so we went full Wild Beast Slayer. Incredible. Demonic Beasts of the Forest, very fitting. Other Demonic Beasts of the Forest, also very fitting. And some poison on top of that as well. What are we cooking with here? Yep, deal heavy special attack damage to all enemies with burst powers, remove attack buffs, decrease Buster card resistance, and it's NP2 on top of that. So this Koyanskayas is actually gonna be putting in some work, I'm not gonna lie. And this is stupid. This is stupid. This is absurd. The nullify buff. Yeah, so we went full in on the corroding poison, disastrous curse, spreading fire, all of that good stuff. The crit star gain is fairly solid. We've got a solid boost to beasts. I do like the fact that one of the entire purposes of Koyanskayas of Darkness, and Eri has fed into this with some of the curses to like help along with that, is just, you know, debuff your enemies, help your beast allies deal even more damage, and, you know, your beast enemies, well, they're on the wrong side, aren't they? They're absolutely on the wrong side. Plus, you know, general hatred of humans on top of that. You've had the buff proc once on a Chimera, but only once. Oh man, I gotta imagine like not having to deal with that critical boost was pretty great. First drawing in general, pretty dang good craft essence. Buster card, NP charge, and 15 stars when entering battle one time. This is a huge thing. Does Karma Cuties thing get put into one of the super chat slots? Yes, Eric, we're looking at Karma Cuties first. She is a channel member. It is like a Twitch subscription. So they are all going to go into those slots, I gotta remember not to look at the chat over here and address people into the camera. It's very important. But overall, we've already almost got maxed out Koyanskayas to begin with. How many bows did you put in this? 1K? Nice. Okay, we're already cooking. I already see something here I'm going to be jealous of. Also, you can run Honey Lake with her without needing the command codes. Excellent point, Mitsuru. You can run Honey Lake with Koyanskayas of Dark and not need any of the command codes, though you can put them on there for additional effect. Another great foreigner Honey Lake candidate. It's rare that we got two of those, like, well, you wouldn't have expected that, but we got two of them, and that's great. Going in with the Tunguska theme, we've got an Ibuki Doji here with Summer Anniversary. Overall, great craft essence on her. Buster card, effectiveness, Buster card, critical strength, full into the Unga Bunga. 10-10-10 here as well. Yep, Dragonkin EX is ready to go. NP2 on top of that. Man, Ibuki is just redonkulous, isn't she? Ibuki Summer Waiting Room, same. It's going to be magnificent. Solid little heal. Spiritual Cube for some undead slaying. Even more undead sailing from Pale Blue Elysian. 1 code cure. and Code Glitter, because what else are we going to do with that quick card? Overall, this is definitely the big ol' like 5-star premium Undead Slayer, and you have fed into this quite admirably. So, I mean, if you were in a zombie apocalypse, might want to have Ibuki Doji on your side. It's probably going to work out. The rare Calamity Jane, as was already said in chat, the very rare Calamity Jane. 20-30 for 10 critical stars per turn. All right. This is a sustained Calamity Jane. Maybe she's even buffing herself. That's actually a super duper cool one. Yo, Desu Vault! Thank you for becoming a member. That's great. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. Jane mentioned, Jane absolutely mentioned. When has Jane ever been mentioned ever? Polar Stars completely maxed out. Increase NP gauge and do all of these other things when 50 critical stars are applied. Thank you, Desu, for becoming a member. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Oh my goodness. 10-10-10 all the way through. NP2 as well from the Space Deadman's Hand. And is this just all critical stars? There's a star. Okay, there's the defense debuff and some heals. There's some more debuffs on top of that. Special attack mail. And sure hit on the quick cards. Good stuff, good stuff. A really rare servant for us to see here. You run her with Doman for CQ memes? Oh, goodness. Thank you so much, fellow Crusader. You are absolutely great. Which reminds me, I need to get my Crusader Kings 3 playtime up. Maybe you've inspired me to actually play that new expansion that is coming out. I think you might have just inspired me to hop back into that game because, oh gosh, I love that game. Sakamoto Ryoma Lancer, some people may not like him because, you know, meta, but I adore him. Really, really good. Jane's actually one of the least popular servants ever. My gosh. Yeah, I mean, I really like her. I really like her design. I wish Jane was a little more popular. Alongside Karen and Galatia, I can see Galatia. I really can see that. Or is it Galatea? Glacius from Killer Instinct? Glacius. Gotcha. Glacius from Killer Instinct. Understood. 10-10-10 on this Sakamoto Ryoma Lancer. Ooh, 2 10s in the append skills as well. If you don't like Ryoma, you just have bad taste. I agree. Ryoma is one of the best Guda servants. I think he's still below Izo for me, but he is one of the best Guda servants. NP3 on this Ryoma. Goodness me. What we got here? Chiogami Commander for the critical damage boost. Sort of beginning and end. You're struggling with Hero's Proof to max out his skills. I am struggling with Hero's Proof as well. I'm also struggling with Dragon Fangs. And I am like 1 bone short of ascending somebody. I don't know if it's Saito or Dobrynia. I don't remember which one of them needed bones. But I'm like 1 bone short of ascending them. And I'm very mad. Brush of a Mad Painter for critical strength. A Kind Wish makes sense. Makes sense. Check that right on that arts card. Works with any Ryoma. And Nobu Sengumi to boot for an excellent budget pick. Now, here's where I get salty. I was very upset. I did not get this man. I love this guy. He was the absolute best part of Tunguska, in my opinion. I legitimately enjoyed every single moment he was on screen, and I'm very sad I did not get him, but maybe he'll show up sometime in the future. Dancing Like a Flower is a great pick here as well. 30% special attack demonic on him with that starting NP charge means Thought Keys can just completely and utterly go to work. Primitive Tactics, of course, being absolutely phenomenal. Just such a good quick servant. Such a good quick servant. He's 10-10-10 as well. No worries, for better or worse, we're all experts at digging up bones. Okay, Indiana Jones. You convinced me to roll for Taigong, and he's absolutely wonderful. Only good part of the event. Yeah, that ending for Tunguska was indeed an ending. It was definitely an ending. The story concluded, for sure. But I mean, if anyone can pull an ass pull like that, it's Taigong Wang. Maybe someday he'll show up as a grand. I was half considering cutting the stream the second I said that. Alright, so we've got even more Divine Slaying. We've got Chaotic Evil Slaying. We've got full Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba going with this man. Divine, Demonic, just absolutely everything he would deal additional damage to. This is a true slayer of gods. I cannot fault any of these CE picks or CE placements. I mean, 15% divine on the quick cards meshes super duper well with that Noble Phantasm. I would say maybe, if anything, I would move Great Fool of Owari over to the quick cards if I had to make a criticism. Maybe since his since his quick cards are such a heavy focus and he decreases quick resistance, if I had to say anything, I'd say put the higher percentages on his most used cards that are going to get most augmented, because that's going to end up getting you the most damage. But in terms of the actual codes you have listed on this man, they are all great. They are all excellent picks. Taigong, the quick version of Ozymandias, I will 100% agree with that, Mitsuru. 130% agree with that. Overall, a beautiful Taigong Wang, and I'm glad that we opened with him. Now here's a Grail we haven't seen in a minute. We've got Asclepius, chilling with a max out Kaleidoscope to just pop in an insta-heal. 10-9-10, I can see you saving that lore. I understand though, Ari. I understand the need to save the lore. I've got a few people at 9-9-9 as well. Extra attack boost, low magical energy, NP5, because why not? And let's see what we're working with here. This is where you put your Mage of Flowers. Really good. This is just not, with Mage of Flowers being so limited, a lot of people just wouldn't expect it to show up here. So that's really interesting. Painbreaker, of course, definitely works. First Servant for the damage cut to keep him alive. Crest of the Stone Bird to increase the critical damage of all of his allies. And Jaguar Warrior for a slight critical strength boost, and most importantly, that removing the NP strength up buff. Overall, wow. This is not something any of us expected to see. Like a Grail Asclepius, that 13k HP's really got to help out. Man is really one of those servants where attack is just straight up irrelevant. You could have, if you wanted to, been like, you know, I'm going to put 0 foes into attack. I'm going to put absolutely 0 foes into attack, and it's entirely going to be fine. And it would be. You would actually be categorically correct. Nice. Nice. Truly a good pick. Asclepius deserves more. I really did like him when he showed up. I liked... I mean, I've said this before, I'll say it again. Yuga Kshetra is my favorite Lost Belt. It is absolutely my favorite Lost Belt. And Asclepius was definitely part of that. Alright, Osaka Beheim. Let's look up Osaka Beheim. Fragmented 2030 at level 85 for a fairly massive HP boost. She's 10-10-10'd on that. Singing an NP2. Ooh, yeah. And I mean, nothing on the command codes, but you probably don't necessarily need that for her. You're bringing her in there for those skills, and maybe that Noble Phantasm. You have no clue what to put on Osakabe Hime, because you don't get to use her very often. She keeps spooking you. I would say, if anything, if you're really looking to put something on there, you can go ahead and just give her any sort of critical star generation. We're talking code glitters, we're talking single star generations on the arts and buster cards, just basically anything to chuck up more critical stars that she can feed into your main damage dealer. that's probably going to be your best bet with her, considering how she works. She's basically there to make your quick and buster cards go burr, live, and just give all allies a max HP boost. So that would be my recommendation. Next up, we have Nightingale. I think my Nightingale's at like NP3 or NP4 or something like that. I've really got to use her more. Volume and Hydrogyrum, excellent pick for her. Excellent pick for her. I don't see enough people mention this. A lot of people really like to put, like, just healing on her, something like that. The foes are a joke on Asclepius. I get it. I get it. A lot of people like to put, like, healing on your Florence Nightingale. But, I mean, this is great considering, you know, she can exist on the field. But the second she attempts to heal you, if she dies, then death. I'm Phone Gamers Alt 746335134. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. We shall add it to the list. Nightingale is super rare to see nowadays in Berserker slot. I'm curious. NP3. Okay, NP3 stuff. Nice. That would be the explanation. Angel's Bed. Critical rate up removal. Himeji Bat, more critical rate up removal, more healing. MP strength up, decrease enemies' defense against arts attacks. I see. Tengu Fan for the attack buff removal, and Dove Report. So this is an excellent idea that Ares got going here with the Nightingale for the newer people that are sitting in the stream. Also, wow, we're over 50 people. Jeez. Thank you all for showing up. I appreciate it. With Nightingale, the basic concept that they've got going here is whenever I use this card, this isn't necessarily a card I want to show up, a card I want to use, but I'm putting on these buff stripping command codes, so okay, at least this card is going to do something if it has to show up in the rotation. So that is a great thing to consider with your supporters. Give them something that can strip a buff, give them something that can heal your allies. Basically anything you can do that would end up making their cards a little more worthwhile, because you're probably not pulling a lot of damage out of them, even in Nightingale's case, considering she is a berserker. GLJ has a fun fact for us. Nightingale is one of the few servants whose quick card generates the same level of Noble Phantasm as her arts cards, which is to say that you should use her quick card more, because her quick card is going to still generate the same amount of Noble Phantasm. Noise. Alright, Seshuin Kiara, Moon Cancer. A servant I personally need to use more, but this is the exact same Ascension I use. Level 100 Black Grail. This is also a road to 120 Kiara, by the way. Oh, update, my Barghest is almost at level 102. I'm slowly chipping away there. We're at 10 on this Kiara. Let's see what we got cooking down here. NP3. Okay, farming's absolutely no issue for this servant. Critical strength boost sitting here. Code Glitter. And Experience Fantasy for some gather. Noise. We got Code Cure sitting on this arts card, and Armament of Victory on the Buster card. I would recommend taking Armament of Victory and moving it over to the other arts cards. Again, these cards are like Kiara's main card, so we're going to want to go ahead and buff up her main card whatever possible. This includes things like Stargather, so she can go ahead and deal that extra damage. Nice, those extra levels are a freaking beast. For servants like Kiara, with the fact that they can deal neutral damage, Grails, from a gameplay standpoint, do end up really, really helping those characters. Same like they help Berserkers for the raw stat boosts. Does Barghest need bones like a crap ton? Because I want to 10x her as well. She needs chains. She needs a lot of chains. Humpty Dump Izzle, big fan of your stuff. Keep it up. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's fantastic. Thank you for the support. I appreciate that. I don't even know what that currency is, but thanks. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, Eric. I just appreciate the support. My leg fell asleep. Oh god. Overall, Eri, I gotta say some really solid stuff. You've shown us our first Koyanskaya, and that is going to be an NP2 on top of there to boot. I am very jelly of your NP3 Taigong Wang. I would have just wanted a crumb of Taigong Wang, if at all possible. So super duper cool. And on top of that, you gave us an Asclepius. What more can we ask for? What more can we ask for? If you wish to be friends with Eri and use this lineup, use that Ibuki Doji, use that oft forgotten Calamity Jane, use that Asclepius, use that Nightingale. 173-905-235 is what will get you there. Eri, thank you so much for your continued support. I'm going to let you all stare at that NP5 Oberon as we go ahead and pick the next person. Oh my gosh, people are so freaking generous into the new year. Thank you. Thank you all so much. Keplan says the magic number is 495-871-329. I'm already on your friends list, but this should be easier. I had supports that went 500 days without login, so I would like some new friends. Everyone, you don't even have to wait for me to get to Keplan. Go ahead, send Keplan a friend request. As you see that, bing, bang, boom, join up with those servants. Yeah, 500 days, apparently. 500 days people did not log in, did that clean out of the friends list. Now, get some new friends. Get some new friends that still play the game. So we got what? 565 189 301. Bing, bang, boom. Karma. I like where this is going already. Let's take a Ganderino. And did Karma have any sort of special request? I don't think so. But let's always check. Please review my first list. It is done. Let's check the first list. Beautiful. Beautiful, phenomenal, fantastical. 2K level 100 BB. With the maxed out aerial drive, we are rocking and rolling with that farming. 10-10-10. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Quite sad to see friends who helped you through the story stop playing. That is just a parallel world line where that master failed. That's all you gotta consider that. That's all you gotta consider that. They did not survive the incineration of humanity, or wherever in their journey they ended up stopping. 9-10-9. NP5. BB slots, red gem command seal. Ooh, this is good. This is good. BB slots is super, super thematic. Wow. Crest of Humanity for that star drop rate. Noise, noise, noise. Da Vinci, increasing NP strength by 15%. Karma, reminder that you're a whale, but I still love you. Nope, free to play, by the way, definitely. And look, everyone's sending out the friend requests. Fantastic. This is exactly why I like to do these streams. Look how many friends are being made. This is great. This is exactly what I'm striving for. Overall, wow. Crazy BB. Crazy, crazy BB. Let's see how much longer the whale journey goes, shall we? Are these all NP5? Okay, 2 of them are not NP5. 2 of them are not NP5. Oh, we're still bouncing between the super chat and the and people putting it in the chat. Don't you worry. The next person that is going to be up is not going to be someone who super chatted, but who is picked from the people who chucked stuff into the chat, like just chuck their friend code into the chat. We're going to do that. We're going to still do that. Don't you all forget. All right, let's see. A level 100 Muramasa. His body is made of swords. NP5. Ooh, you don't see this that much. Treasure of the Caribbean. Arts card effectiveness, NP strength, and increasing NP charge by 2 levels. Goodness. Goodness. That's actually really, really good on Muramasa because of what's affected by his overcharge. He's 10-10-10 on top of all of this. 8-10-10 on all of those append skills. NP5. That's a 5 on the Sumukari Muramasa. Zria, what's going on? And boom, Blades of Neat and Doraku, thematic. Brush of a Mad Painter, just good. Inexperienced Fantasies Command Seal, just good. You must have absolutely no trouble farming, am I correct, Karma? Like, farming must come absolutely naturally to you. Like with this Gilgamesh, a level 100 Gilgamesh with a max limit broken kaleidoscope, the most free-to-play thing you could possibly get in this game. Everyone has a max limit broken kaleidoscope. Everybody. Everyone. If you don't have one, you missed it. 10, 10, 10 on that Gilgamesh. 9, 10, 9 on all of those extra boosts. NP5. Coco, thank you. Road to 120, number 2. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you as well. See, we've got that NP5. We're sitting at what? Ooh, okay. 500 on those Beast Paws with God-Binding Chain and Wedge of the Heavens. You just MLB'd the Kaleidoscope, so that's why it's not 100 yet. It took you 7 years. I mean, you did it. You did it. Level 46 Kaleidoscope, shame. I mean, I have a level 90 Golden Sumo. Also, shame on me. Chain of the Heavens looking pretty good. Grateful of Awari adding to that Divine Slaying. And Code Glitter just because Gil loves gold. Speaking of gold, Zero, thank you. Kirplin, you got my friend request. Sick. Sick. Thank you, Zero. We've got Ryoma Lancer sitting here at 98, playing the Spring Strings for that overcharge and that arts boost to help with some solid NP refund. Definitely good for Ryoma. Definitely good for Ryoma. NP1 on that Ryoma as well, but oh, we're cooking in order to give him as much NP strength as possible. Everyone's Girl Da Vinci and a Kind Wish to help with that refund. Sometimes that K-Scope just don't want to show up. Correct. Absolutely correct. Yes, correct. Code Burst for some critical strength. All right. Vajra that annihilates Desire for even more critical strength. And Code Burst for, guess what? Critical strength. Next up, we've got... Ooh, is this our first Grailed Bart Roberts we've seen? My gosh. You must be a fan of bangs. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. 10, 10, 10, of course, on Bart Roberts. Crazy. Crazy how much investment you need for that. That's right. He's one of the few servants that gets anti-berserker. Man, Bart is just... Bart offers a lot, doesn't he? Bart offers so much. You have a level 110 Bart Roberts on JP. What was I telling everyone on Discord here? What was I telling everyone on Discord earlier today? FGO is like Pokemon. Everybody is somebody's favorite. You've never seen a Grail Bart? Boom. There's your Grail Bart right there. Max of Pen Skills, NP5. An absolute flex, if I do say so myself. Just look at it. Look at the man's swag. Look at the man's swag. Look at that scarf. He stole that scarf. Probably. Next up, we've got Garugamesh Caster. I'm not going to go super in-depth with this because, again, we don't want to go super in-depth with the supports just to save some time. But NP5 on that Malomu Dingir, Grail to 90, and oh my goodness. Mitsuru with a hot tip for everybody in the chat. Anti-Berserker is so good. Pair it with the Atlas Anti-Berserker Craft Essence, and you'll see numbers skyrocket. Eric says, I think we are officially at the point where we can't guarantee future super chats. Subs will get auto-picked unless we do a long one. That is what we are going to have to do, Eric. Please put up a pinned thing that super chat submissions are now closed so that we can go ahead and get through all the super chats as well as get through all of the ones submitted regularly in the chat without a paid super chat as well. If somebody could go ahead and pin that over in the top of the chat, that super chat submissions are now closed, I would really appreciate that. All right, cool. We did it. Kama Assassin. Level hundo. Black Grail hundo. 10, 10, 10. Oh, goodness me. Is that a... Hang on. Did we see multiple black grails, Hundo? No, I'm losing my mind. 10, 10, 10 there, comma. 9, 10, 9. All right. Samsara, comma. 5. 5. Quick cards are almost fully Beast Pod. Spear of Love, Action, and Wisdom, which I love to see. You wish to donate someday, you're just super broke around. Do not feel as though you have to donate. I appreciate when people donate, but you are actually all 130%. Not only like, I don't want to say aloud, but you are 130%. It is fine. It is fine if you just watch. It is fine if you just watch. That is entirely okay. Like, I'm doing this because I want to do this. If I didn't want to do this, I just wouldn't do it. I hope that makes sense. If I didn't want to do this, I just wouldn't do it. I like hopping on here. I like seeing what people have in their chat. I like seeing people in the chat becoming friends with each other. I like getting to talk about, like, seeing wacky builds and things like a Grail Bart Roberts that I wouldn't have gotten to see otherwise. I like doing it. That's why I like doing it. And if you watch, well, I like that too. That's awesome. That's awesome. I like being able to share this with people. It just reminds me of like being in college or like late nights in high school when my friends and I would just sit down and just like talk about whatever game we were playing for hours on end. I legitimately enjoy doing this. That's why I do it. If you hang out with me, that's great. That's fantastic. I do appreciate that. We got Code Glitter increasing the drop rate. Now this I might recommend taking off for like a code burst. Just like maybe deal some extra damage because you're not really getting that many stars out of that glitter. Just squeeze a little teeny beeny bit more damage out of there as a treat. We've got White Vessel hanging out there. We've got Disillusion Blossom for a little bit of recovery like she needs it. Increasing damage by 1,000 Areno. Sith Lord Trimble, thank you for the subscription. I know Eric's going to be a big fan of that. You can't figure out how to pin messages because you guess you are a boomer now? So you right-click on the 3 dots next to the message you type and you hit pin message. So I'm going to go like, apologies, neighborino. But super chat submissions are now closed. Please feel free to drop your code in chat and we will add it to the randomizer for picking. Bing, bang, boom. And then we just go ahead and where's my right click? You should be able to just right click and pin. Pin. You go like pin. Or Eric, you can always type that and I can pin it. We'll do that. It'll be fine. Just copy pasta what I posted and we'll pin it. And then you know what? We'll just do it in the most boomer sideways. I have no idea what I'm doing way possible in order to get the message across to everyone. That will be our goal. That will be our goal. But overall, great comma. Overall, fantastic comma. Let's check this Hijikata. We're level 90. We're chilling. We're conquering that great sea of stars. We're 10, 10, 10. Apologies, neighborino, from Eric. I have pinned the message. The message is pinned. There we go. It is done. It is done. Maybe that works. I don't know. It did. It did. I did it. I willed it. Perfect. Perfect. See, you throw enough old people at a computer and you'll figure it out. We'll type Ulysses eventually. or 10-10-10, NP2 on the Shinsengumi. And let's see what we're working with here. Code Burst, I like it. I like the damage. Witch's Command Seal. This only works on an arts card. I would move it. I would honestly recommend for Hijikata in general, get some star generation on those quick cards. And you probably want to move this. But Meteor Iron Bellows for a little bit of Star Gather rate. That can definitely work, especially with the burn. Demon Vice Commander, great pick for the Buster card. Magnificent pick for the Buster card. And Mistress of the Heavens for that extra critical damage. So yeah, just address those quick cards, and I think you'll be super duper good on your Hijikata, especially on your Grayling plans. And then finally, you've got Jack the Molly. This is... Huh. Would you look at that? A Road to 120 Jacques de Molay. You'll be honest, you put that command code there because it looked cool. You didn't read the effects. Yes! You put stickers on your dude because the stickers look cool. Good stuff. Good stuff. There's a max out Traces of Christmas Past just chilling here. 0! Sadly, you gotta work early tomorrow. See you later, everyone. By the way, Happy New Year, everyone. See you later. Goodbye. Goodbye, 0. Everyone's like, oh man, it's a freaking... My leader of the Knights Templar can't be that cute. Like, it is a freaking Jack the Molly. Who could have guessed? 10-10-10 on all that. Fully invested in depravity. Boom, boom. NP5? NP5. Alright, let's see what we're cooking with. We owe this Jacques at least that much. Royal Bunny. Quick Arts and Buster. I see. One Bearing Fortune for some Star Gather. Got it. I got it. None with a Bodhisattva's Face for Lawful and Ruler special attack. Beast Shield Talisman for the Curse and the Star. And Demonic Beast of the Forest for even more curse on top of that. So yeah, I can see, so I know some people in the chat might be thinking, like, you know, why is the curse over here? Like, why are we doing that? Well, it's because for Jacques, the Buster cards end up being kind of her least valuable option in the face of the quick and the art, just because of, you know, what her focus is. So being able to chuck the curses over there allows Jacques to stack more curses that then benefit from the disastrous curse from the Noble Phantasm. And then at the same time, if we're using Skahawk, Scotty, you know, complete looping shenanigan fiascos, we can go ahead and apply more curse and apply more disastrous curse. And then just when we think that we're not going to be able to defeat our enemy, we see a giant tick of dot damage and it just completely obliterates them. So it can be a really fun way to play if you know how to, you know, dot stack based on how you've got cards set up. I clicked the Dome and CC just to jump scare Harry again. Overall, really, really great stuff. We saw some really good stuff off of this. I see why you wanted us to see your first one. We got a freaking Grailed Bart Roberts. We got a freaking Jacques de Molay. Things I don't think anybody has ever seen. Takes notes furiously. Lol. Lumao. Overall, a truly, truly good list. A truly interesting list. Like, a lot of twists and turns here. Yes, sir, and that Buster will be used for the future Summer Scotty and all. Right. Summer Scotty is about to, maybe not necessarily change the game, but add an interesting layer to the game on top of everything else. If you want to go ahead and be friends with Karma, 565-189-301 is what will get you there. Boom, bing, bang, boom. Awesome. Awesome list. Grailed Bart Roberts, man. I don't believe it. All right, next up, we've got to make sure Cons is here. Cons, if you could say words in the chat that will let us know that you're here, we can go ahead and take a gander at your list. Me foaming at the mouth because Doman was mentioned. Gosh. All right, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait to see if Cons is here. Cons has made the talkie speak emoji. That means Cons is here, and we can go ahead and do this. My next target is Charlie, so stay tuned. The Emperor protects. All right, let's see what we got going on here. To start with, damn you. This is the banner I should have gone for. For the umpteenth time, he's dodged you every single time. I was a foolish fool and thought I could get Tyra no Kagekyo. Look where that has led me. Not Super Orion. Queen Priestess's Spare Moment is a great pick for him. Specifically, the Buster card Critical Strength is what is awesome about that. The 10-10-10 off of all of the skills is great. NP1 on top of that. Were you just like waiting for this man? Is that exactly what was happening? You were just waiting for this dude to show up? Let's take a look at these cards. Maiden of Orleans to heal up. That is a great pick for his arguably worst card. Fantastic idea. Brush of a Mad Painter, squeezing out a little bit of extra critical damage. Giga Chad next 100. Blades of Neaten Doraku for critical strength. Wedge of the Heavens for extra attack damage. Mistress of the Heavens for extra critical strength, and all the Buster cards are Beast Pod. Yep, that's correct. This is correct. Maiden of Orleans gang. Maiden is really good, really good. This is great stuff, Orion. Phone repeatedly trying to say that he's not Jean's #1 soldier and still like doing his best. Good stuff. Good stuff on the Super Orion. I'm jelly. I am very, very jelly at this. Great Buster Crit style. Next up, we've got a freebie servant in Hokusai Saber. This is actually my most used art saber right now. My Hajime Saito is kind of hard stuck as I'm waiting on materials, so I've been using Hokusai Saber a lot when necessary. And she's great. She's great. Super Orion, the anti-Carnuno servant, I used Mysterious Heroine XX. That was mine. But Super Orion is a very good pick for an anti-Carnuno servant. Yeah, tons of new folks. What's going on, everyone? I hope you're all having a great time. On Hokusai Saber, we've got Demonic Sun Princess taking pure advantage of that Noble Phantasm 5. Chat loving Hoku Saber. They always love Hoku Saber. Whenever she ends up showing up now is no exception. Keep your Hoku Saber love alive, chat. 10-10-10 sitting here. She was your main Saber until Benny Enma. She could still be your main Saber over Benny Enma. It's entirely possible. This is one of those characters where it's like, what do you mean they just give us NP5? Like, what do you mean we just get that? She definitely falls into that category. Overall, great stuff we got rolling here. Next up, we got a Gilgamesh. Level 100. A Kaleidoscope. 10-10-10 on this Gil. Low magical energy is maxed, so the Kaleidoscope is actually a super scope by association. Happy New Year, Mr. Nuclear. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. People actually managed to solo Kiranunos with Super Orion now that plus 100 and pen skills were introduced early. Dang. Silly. No, get back. I don't want to set the world on fire. We got Numa Ailish Max. Let's take a gander over here. Buster card critical strength? Heck yeah. Star Severing Evil Sacred Sword? Heck yeah, great on Gilgamesh. Camelot Jam, thank you so much. I do know I'm fairly behind on some servant reviews. I know we're missing Koyan Dark, we're missing Dobrynya, and we're missing Taigon Wang. My mic broke around the holidays, that's why I had to get this new bad boy. But we're actually going to be pumping up the amount of videos that I end up doing and sort of like tone down the streams. I should probably just mention this in a community post or something like that. But there's a reason we're going to be going that route instead. So I will let you all know in a community post probably later on in the week what's going to be going on with that, what the plan's going to be for this year based on the stuff I looked at last year. But you're not here to hear about that. You're here to hear about characters, so let's continue. Mage of Flowers, super great on Gilgamesh in order to increase that NP gauge, and you get a little bit of bonus off of that golden rule. Ukioctopus, decreasing defense by archetype attacks. I see. White Vessel's Command Seal, remove 1 debuff as well on Gilgamesh. Nice. When are we gonna get that Babylonia Gilgamesh where he has like this head but like with the shirt off? Can we just get that Gilgamesh? I want him badly. Next up, we've got Ereshkigal. Level 90 Eresh with the level 96 aerial drive. I see who you're buster farming with. I know who it is. We got 8-10-8 hanging out here. One on the Noble Phantasm, but we did the buff. We did the buff. And overall, let's see what we got rolling with here. Ooh, Law of Creation for the defense removal. Dove Report for a little bit of buff stripping. Himeji Bat for even more buff stripping. Lamp of the Jinn for a little bit of critical stars. And Phantasmal Horse for critical strength. Overall, definitely pushing up on this. I might recommend just putting some star gen, like actual percentage based star gen on the quick cards, just because you're going to get more stars out of that than just putting a single ones on there like Lamp of Jinn and things like that. Overall, though, Ereshkigal is still great. Another servant that's aged very, very well. Just a well-stacked kit from the beginning. Kogios theme intensifies here. 10-10-6 on this man. You've correctly prioritized skills. Awesome. Good to see. Low magical energy is sitting at 10. We've got an NP2 on this Odysseus, so this man's looping. Nice, Odysseus. Skipping over the waivers, skipping over the Koyanskaya, as I said at the beginning of the stream, and moving on to clearly the favorite servant, Morgan Le Fay, because the push is there. That's what the push means. That is what the push means. Level 100 with a K-Scope. 10-10-10, Avalon Le Fay will take care of that last 20%. Sonic Blade, what's up? Happy New Year to you as well. Low magical energy, definitely taking care of that K-Scope. Roadless Camelot, absolutely fine. Let's take a look at what we're cooking with down here. Star Gather Rate on the arts card. Divine Slaying on that card. Divine Slaying on that buster card. Critical Strength on the arts card. And Royal Bunny and stuff on the quick card. Royal Bunny does work on the quick card. When it comes to Morgan Zerker in general, if we go ahead and we take a Gandarino right up here, yeah, she does definitely get the attack increase. She does get a solid critical star gather rate. She is a servant you want to attack with as much as possible, mainly utilizing her cards. So I can definitely get the way you've set up the bonuses here. I would overall recommend for the arts card maybe swapping it out for something else so you have a higher chance of your stars going to your buster cards instead, so you can gain a benefit from that critical damage. Like Mitsuru just said in the chat, you can use if you have Honey Lake, you can give any servant in the game burn command codes and give them Honey Lake. I did that with my Nobunaga. It's been absolutely fantastic. Absolutely any damage dealer in the game can receive burn command codes like this and take a Honey Lake. So everyone take notes. If you have Honey Lake, you don't need Yongui Fei. You can use command codes to make anybody a Honey Lake usable servant. But when it comes to the way Morgan Le Fay, the way you want them to work, I assume you want most of those critical stars to go towards the Divine Slaying Buster cards. Maybe swap out that arts card for something else so you can go ahead and ensure that those stars are going to other cards you might want them on. Just a little suggestion. And speaking of Nobunaga, give Honey Lake to Summer Jalter. She's clearly what it was designed for. Give Honey Lake to Super Orion. There's your idea. Demon King Nobunaga, this is my Honey Lake user. I just felt it was so thematic to make Demon King Nobunaga my Honey Lake user. We've got 10-10-10 sitting here. Have I already bought gifts for Valentine's Day? I have not bought gifts for Valentine's Day yet. My wife and I, we're kind of foodies. We like to eat, so I will probably take her out to some fancy schmancy restaurant. But don't tell her I said that. If you're watching, you heard nothing. Sing at 10-10 NP3 with this Demon King Nobunaga. Let's see what we're cooking with. Hold up, Honey Lake on Super Orion sounds fun. Yeah. Ooh, Bodhisattva is chilling there. We've got Special Attack Divine. You can also go Divine Slayer with Nobunaga. It's entirely possible. But I threw all my Divine Slayer stuff on my Skahawk, so I needed to find something else for my Nobunaga to do. Beard Scarlet Gentleman for a little bit of extra burn. Yep, this is definitely on my Nobunaga. Tyra, Junao, and Koyan Dark are your Honey Lake users. Tyra is an insane Honey Lake user. Dissolution Blossoms Command Seal for a little bit of recovery chilling on this Nobunaga. And yeah, we got all the Divine Slaying and all the extra ruler damage. Definitely works for Demon King Nobunaga. Overall, I gotta say this is a pretty dang good list. Jelly of that Super Orion. Hokusai getting the love as usual. And I mean, everyone loves a Morgan Le Fay. Doesn't love to see a Morgan Le Fay. Overall, great list. I figured that Koyanskaya and that waiver are doing really well for you. I expect Bond 11 plus quartz in your future from both your supports as well as your Morgan Le Fay. If you want a friend, 338-310-232 will get you there. Bang, bang, boom. Use that Super Orion. Somebody try Honey Lake Super Orion. I need to know. I need to know. Alright. Next up, 293, Desu Vault, 753. I said 3. 693. I was jumping the gun a little bit. Boom. Desu Vault. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised that this is the very first thing we see from somebody named Desu Vault? This mole's got to be going places. This mole has to be going places. Level 90, of course. I think I saw an NP4, but we'll have to visually confirm as we go down. $777 on those skills. Very on point name. NP4, yep, there it is, NP4. There's your mole. This is a true Crusader King 3. Maybe even a Crusader King 4. If at all possible. I know, Karma. I know you like to see this. But oh my gosh, Desu Vault. I couldn't... If you had any other servant other than Mole in the all slot, I would have been questioning things now that she is out. But you did it. You did it. Ooh, Road to 120 Nero. I see. Royal Icing definitely works out well for her. Arts card effectiveness and NP strength. Especially depending on the NP level. But this has got to be an NP5 Nero, right? Yep, there it is. There's the NP5. There's NP5 Nero. I mean, I know I had to. It's so on point. It's so fitting. And let's see what we're working with here. Stargather Raid on the arts card. Buff success rate on the arts card? You keep thinking of Persona because of Mole and you don't know why. It's because of the glasses. You associate the glasses with the Persona 4. Also, people are saying that that the new servant on JP, Takeru, is a Persona 5 reference in that additional ascension. That is incorrect. Takeru is a Persona 4 reference to Naoto Shirogane. The jacket, the way the pants are set, the glasses, the hat, that's all Naoto Shirogane from Persona 4. Even if the color scheme is a Persona 5 color scheme, no, that's Naoto from Persona 4. That is 100% Naoto. Ooh, good Wi-Fi's Fox to gain the benefits of healing with that Imperial privilege. And Mage of Flowers on the Buster card so you can be AA and get a sizable amount of Noble Phantasm brought back. Awesome. Awesome stuff. You'll say this again since they're not on your list. Your most recent service are Targon Wang, Summer Kiara from the GSSR. Nice. And you have NP5 Luvia, NP3 Lancer Sin, and NP2 regular Kiara. Yo. Honestly, you re-rolled a month into FGO NA just to get more courts for OG Neuro. That is dedication. Dedication. Let's take a look at, ooh, Grail Front Champ, Grail Front MVP right here, Asagami Fujino. Max out aerial drive, 10-8-10, won't max out in terms of ascension. Let's slow down before somebody from the depths of the internet just randomly appears in our screen to just, well, actually. It's Takeru, not Takeru, Koai 50. Okay, it's Takeru. Gotcha. I understand. NP5 on this Fujino. Super giant enemies stand 0 chance. They've fallen off that bridge. Balanced scale of the universe. Nice. Holy Knight's Aurora for some extra stars. Brush of Mad Painter for a little bit of arts. Crest of Titan's Pit for a little bit of NP gain. And Crest of Humanity for star drop rate. Love me some Fujino. If only Manpig were here, he would be so jazzed. Speaking of Grailed Servants we never see. Grailed Servants we never see. I think Ina on their FGO stream pulled like an NP3 of Jaguar Warrior. I think it was an NP3 of Jaguar Warrior. Sweet Crystal, Ancient CE, still relevant to this day because of the Ignore Invincibility. 10-10-10 on the Jaguar Punch and Jaguar Kick and Jaguar Eye and Jaguar. Gotta be NP5. Why would Jaguar be anything else? Star drop rate, even more star drop rate. There is our support in the form of Leviathan, and we've got a Bonk, and then we've got a Gather on top of that as well. Super nice Taiga. I really like this Final Ascension art. I really do think this is one of the better Final Ascension arts from the quote-unquote earlier days of FGO. Can't believe we can call the pre-Epic of Remnant days the early days. But it is what it is, ain't it? You love seeing Grail 3 stars? Well, get ready, Clover, because you're gonna see another one. Wish they would give her a few more buffs, maybe a way to proc Forest, right? I need more servants to be able to proc their own land abilities in order to do that. We need the same thing for Nemo as well. That's got to happen. Let's see, Drake, 10-7-10 on all of those skills with Overhaul Golden Rule. NP4 on top of that as well, since Drake has been around forever. And I totally get it. You're like, I don't need any codes here that exist, period. I don't, because I'm just going to Noble Phantasm with Drake every single turn with the Koyanskayas. It's going to happen. Next up, we've got, ooh, there it is. There is the free bee buster farming king right there. Caster Coup. If you invest in the Grails, in the levels from those raw stat boosts, becomes an incredible buster farmer. We're 10-10-10 with all of those skills. NP5 on Wickerman, of course, with the bonus increased. You're really picky on who gets CCs. I can tell there is definitely some thought put into this command code placement. Mini Ushiwaka for some bonuses. Aconite Witch for the debuff removal. Well, sorry, buff removal. Idora Hat, again, I request to see Kucaster with the Idora Hat. Anyone with the Idora Hat needs to be wearing it. Lucky Beast for some heals, and on that Buster card, a little bit extra critical strength to benefit from that first skill. Yeah, Kucaster, excellent Buster Farmer. Excellent Buster Farmer. God, I'm so happy he ended up getting... It looks so good. The animation he got looks so good. It's great. I'm so glad he got a buff in that form. He deserved it. He deserved an animation buff. Next up, we got Kama. Traces of Christmas Past, Kama, sitting at the 10-10-10. Can hit millions without Black Grail, Solomon, and Merlin Grandcasters. Who again? NP2 on that Kama. Nice, nice, nice. Salami. Salami. We'll just linger on that Salami. We can't linger on Salami too long before I get demonetized. But let's see what we got cooking with here. Hydrogyrum, again, excellent on Berserkers. I would use it on my Ku Berserker all the freaking time. We're 10-10-10 on all of those skills on top of that. She definitely benefits from the raw stat boosts. Femme Fatale Baizer at level 5. Let's see what Arts Berserker bonuses we're cooking with here. Star Drop Rate, heck yeah. White Vessel for the debuff cleanse. Da Vinci for the NP strength boost. Ooh, yeah. And yeah, breaking 10k attack. My goodness. Yours is only Grailed Silver, but she deserves the gold card. Yeah. Quick demonetization proc. Oh god. I really need to get that that little text box that says you can't show that in a Christian manga and put that up there. And Coffin of the Fall on top of that as well for the True Good Slang. Awesome. Awesome. Summer Salami when? Maybe someday. Maybe someday. We need more low rarity servants to get bonuses and get beloved. Corday got it. Corday deserved it. We need it to happen to more people. And finally, my first Grailed servant. Jalter. Purely for stats. 2K'd. Black Grailed. 10-10-10. NP5. Just probably coasted through those early chapters of FGO. My goodness. Mistress for the critical strength boost. Wedge of the Heavens. This is all very Jalter stuff. Hero of the Endowed for a few extra stars. Maiden of Orleans. Fitting. Fitting. Because Jean will support her sister, no matter how much her sister doesn't want it. And Nautilus traveling 20,000 leagues to help her with any sort of defense debuffs. Lot of surprises that came out of this list. Didn't expect the Grailed Jaguar Warrior. Didn't expect the Grailed Ku. Great decision. Didn't expect the Grailed Salome. My gosh. She was only NP1 up until October 22nd. Man, and then you just went crazy on those Jalter copies. My goodness. When are they going to give an animation update to the OG Johns? I don't know, Mitsuru. It seems so overdue. It's so ridiculously overdue. I don't know what they're waiting for. I don't understand. I really just don't understand. I have no explanation. I wish you luck on your Nero journey to 120. And I expect to see this Jacques de Molay there at some point as well. If you want to be friends with Desu Vault, 293-753-693. It was weird they didn't give animation updates this new year. Yeah, I mentioned that when I was doing my rolls, and I don't understand why they didn't do... They should have done, like, animation updates. They should have done some skill buffs. They should have done something. Like, it was a very, very lackluster New Year's announcement. I get that they went around a bunch of places, and, like, that's cool that they did that to interact with the community. But in terms of, like, game stuff for the game to make you want to game the game more, we didn't really get that much. You're welcome, Desu. Next up is Hodolino. Hodolino exists. Hodolino says support 1. 061351 422. Bang, bang, boom. Hodolino. Support 1. Yo, and another Grail to 120 surprise. Immediately kicking this off. Animation update stopped after the game developers changed from Delightworks to Lasengle. Make of that what you will. My hope is that Lasagna is just going to release all the animation updates in one single batch. Just like, boom, they're done. By the way, every old Servants getting an animation update, period. We're just updating all of them. Or there's some sort of like visual engine upgrade they are planning to do for the game at large, and that's why they've stopped. I haven't lost hope yet. I'm not doing copium. I'm not saying for sure it's going to happen. That's why I'm holding on. I'm just saying potentially that's what could be happening. Roundhouse us like 30 at once. Holy Night Supper's maxed out. We're 10-10-10 on all of the skills. She's NP 5 as well. Let's take a look at these codes. Critical Strength Boost makes sense. Critical Strength Boost makes sense. Critical Strength Boost makes sense. Decrease the enemy's critical strength boost also makes sense. And remove an enemy's defense buff to hit them with your critical strength boost. Nice. Oh, you could also do, because of the burn on the Noble Phantasm, you could do a Honey Lake Kiyohime. You do a Honey Lake Kiyohime Lancer. Also, make of that what you will. Make of that what you will. Nice, nice. We're already kicking this off with something we didn't expect to see. Next up is Nero Bride. Bond 10 Nero Bride. Full arts boost for everyone. 10-10-10. Low magical energy is maxed out. Fax Kylestis is at NP2. And let's see what we're cooking with on these codes. Consider attack buff removal command codes. It removes the penalty of her third skill. Kiyohime Lancer advice. Another solid recommendation from GLJ. Solid recommendation. We got the mini border here, removing enemy defense buffs and granting some stars. Idora Hat, granting some stars for the team. Pain Breaker, healing all allies. So definitely a good setup for Nero Bride, being like, oh, I'm just going to help everyone by being present. Whether I'm dealing damage or supporting my allies, it doesn't matter. This whole build is just, I'm going to help everyone by existing. Everyone gets a critical star, and Nero cleanses herself of a buff. Debuff, and Code Cure, another debuff cleanse. What's up, Galeon? Good to have you here. Oh, you have some of those on your OG Kyo? Ah, I see. We haven't even gotten to the OG Kyo yet. Don't worry. There is a plan. There is a plan here. And we will soon see it come to fruition. For now, let's look at Ishtar. Starry Nights is completely maxed out. Love the Starry Nights representation. Such a great craft essence. Ishtar's 10-10-10. Low magical energy is maxed out. And Galdaki Galse, I have no idea how to say that. NP2. We've got the Ishtar code, entirely fitting. We've got the Red Gem Lady code, again, entirely fitting. Star Severing Sword on the arts card. Starry Sea Voyage to fit in with the Star Severing Sword. And Phantasmal Horse for some extra crit strength on an Archer class servant. Yo! Cheers! Thanks so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yo, 22k HP Ereshkigal. Gall. Aerial Drive is set. Can she be defeated? Can she be defeated at this point between Blessing of Kerr and everything else? Anti-Mountain Noble Phantasm, indeed. Yeah. NP5. You've heard that NP line so many times and you still can't pronounce it. I have no idea. I can't help you. I can't help anyone with that pronunciation. Wow. NP5 level 120 Ereshkigal. Viva la France. Now, just so she doesn't die. Now, just so you can understand the rationale. I've had this explained to me in the past. I'm sticking by it because the math works out. I'm gonna explain it to people in the chat who don't know this. Aresh's arts card is incredible. The generation that card has is so insane that putting Star Gather Rate on that card so you can get the refund from that is honestly one of the best plays you can make, even though she's a Buster Servant. The amount of refund you can get off of that arts card is nutty. So the fact that Viva La France is sitting on an arts card, it's not a bug. It's not that a mistake has been made here by Hodolino. It is a feature. It is a feature of the character. So if you don't have Star Gather on your Aresh's arts card, I would recommend doing what you can to, swap to something like that. Hodolino says it charges the NP to 100 in a single crit. Try that. Play around with that. See if that works for you. I think you're going to be pleasantly surprised. Mitsuru confirms that it is literally the best arts card in the game. Koyan is a close comparison. Give that a try. Next up, we've got Ishtar Rider. And see, this is part of the reason why we do this, so we can look at things like that, and people who might not know this thing, I can be like, hey, by the way, this thing, really good. You may not have known it, but it's really good. Go ahead and try it. We've got a K-scope on this Ishtar Rider, and she is 10-10-10. NP5 on the Noble Phantasm. Let's see what we're cooking with down here. A little baby Jaguar Warrior. A little Tiger Coliseum Capsule Fighter Jaguar Warrior. Nobu Sengumi. Nobu Sengumi. There's our removal. And there is our critical rate reduction and a little extra star. Yep, and there is another debuff on top of that for Ishtar Rider. So much power focus in that Noble Phantasm. This is a pretty good code placement for this character. My buddy, one of my friends was so mad. My friend JC, massive Tamamo fan, pulls for anything that's even remotely Tamamo, hopped on to make sure he got that Koyanskaya, and this was his GSSR, and he was so mad. It just reminded me of it. I had to mention it. I had to mention it if we saw an Ilya. Sometimes these support lists make me realize there are too many Lancers you want to grail. There's so many good Lancer servants, and there's so many good Rider servants. And that's the problem when new ones come out, is just like, there's already so many characters that are good in this category, and you're adding another good one to this category. I don't know what to do. I felt that way when Dobrynya came out. I'm like, yeah, Dobrynya is awesome, but there's so many good characters like Dobrynya already. Like, what do I do? I guess I don't have an Ivan, but so I'll use Dobrynya instead. But my goodness, two really stacked classes. The smug face. I can just imagine Ilya showing up like, yeah, I know what I did. I know I showed up here when you were looking for something else. Yes, Maximo, you can go ahead and put it in the pool. We're still pulling codes that were submitted. We're sitting at 10. We've got NP5 on Quintet Fire. NP5. I don't like this caster, Charlie. Its smug aura mocks me. Ooh, the teddy bear's very thematic. I like that. White Vessel for the debuff cleanse. You mean you don't have the Dragon of Dojima? I'm gonna cry at like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, aren't I? I'm gonna cry at the end of that game. Huh. That's what's gonna happen, huh? Maximum debuff cleanse. Reason for that is to get rid of the demerit. I see what you're doing here. It's a good call. I support it. I considered the command code placement you have put there socially acceptable. Next up, Semiramis. K-scope. 10-10-10 as well. Little Noble Phantasm is a treat. NP1 on Hanging Gardens of Babylon. This is another character I don't see nearly as much. I just don't see a Semiramis that much. I really don't. Here's what you've been waiting for, gang. This is the whole reason this was submitted. Right here. This is the entire reason. This is the whole reason this was submitted. My gosh. On the other hand, you don't have many assassins. True. True. Here's our Honey Lake user. Right here. OG Kyo is the Honey Lake user. 10, 10, 10. 10, 10, 10. Dude needs to take a pilgrimage to the Kiyohime Shrine in Japan. Right, right. NP5. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, we don't even need the burn codes. They're unnecessary. You can go with other stuff. There's the remove attack buff right there. I see what we're doing here. I see what we're doing here. Katsuraki Kurishima, thank you for the sub. I appreciate that. Mini Ushiwaka with more attack debuff removal. There's the other attack debuff removal. Here it is. Here it all is. And Priestess of the Silver Key again. So yeah, this is where all of that attack buff removal we were talking about. This is where it went. This is where it went right here. I totally understand. I take back everything I said about not putting those on Kiyohime Lancer. You had a plan. I apologize. I apologize for thinking any differently. I apologize for temporarily forgetting that there is a regular Kiyohime next to the Summer Kiyohime. Great stuff. Hitoshi Hirose, thank you for the sub. Spishtar, maxed out. Looks like the person who will call you Honey is a Honey Lake user. My God. Space Ishtar, Black Grail. I don't really know what I can say about this. It's a 10-10-10 Space Ishtar with a Black Grail. She's NP4. You know what this is going to do. This is clearly a Buster farmer because of where the Da Vinci Chan is located. This is the farmer. This is the farmer. This character will probably hit Bond 15 just from farming. There's not really anything I'd say. There's not really anything I'd say about that. You sometimes switch them around with Lancer Kyo. Swap them around. Use whichever one is most fitting for whatever you need it for. We all know how hard she farms. Overall, great list. Overall, great list. Chat loved the Aresh Kagal. Both of the Kiyohimes were a nice surprise, especially the arc of character development that went from, you know, having the Lancer Kiyohime, us wondering about the attack buffs, and then it all bleeding into the 120 Kiyohime reveal. If you want to use those crazy Kiyohimes, 061-351-422. And we will continue to go down the list. How many do we got left? Let me look at the spots, what we got going here. All right, we got 7 more. We got 7 more we're gonna get through. And that is a combination of super chats and random pools we have put in there as well. So if you submitted your friend code, you're still in. You're still in the running. You're still in the running. Don't you dare think you're not. 746 335 134. I said 134. My gosh. All right. Phone. Let's see what we got. I'm gonna lift my leg up here. Also, no need to submit your code again, Eric. If you haven't shared your code yet, go ahead and do it. But Eric has Eric's been diligently writing stuff down because he is a champion. Thank you, Eric, and thank you, Chefmiss. Our beautiful, wonderful mods. All right, Surma Yi. Fragment. 10, 10, 10. Low magical energy 1. NP1. We've got a few codes. A little supporter. Is this main or alt account phone? This is phone's main account. This is what phone uses to clear everything, as evidenced by the Road to 120 Ibuki Doji. everyone that's talked to Phone on the Discord server knew this was coming. This was absolutely going to be happening. There was going to be Ibuki Respect this stream the second the friend code was placed in there. Sewing a Beloved Doll, crushing it. 10-10-10. Phone obliterating it. You forgot to do your command codes. It's fine. It's whatever. It's okay. You will be forgiven. NP1 as well. I'm sure there will be command codes in the future. And now the servant Phone tries to deny, absolutely adoring. But the servant that adores him so much that she showed up as an addition on his GSSR. The level 120 Jarcher, he's like, I just ended up farming with her, man. I don't know what else to say. Never escaping the John Archer fan allegations. Black Rail maxed out here, 10-10-10 on all of the skills. Nothing on the appends yet, but that's fine. That's good. That's okay. And NP4. NP4. She keeps showing up. She keeps showing up. She's never going anywhere. Let's look at these codes. Boom. NP Strength. Boom. Maiden of Orleans Enjoyer. Boom. Special Attack Saba. Congratulations, Phone, on your NP4 Jarcher. She is definitely ensuring that you will never need to use another servant again. Ever. That's commitment levels. That's commitment levels right there. I have grailed for stats before, yes, Phone, but not to 120. I would never grail for stats to 120. That is solely for bar guests right now, and some are bar guests in the future, because I've kind of locked myself in as a result of that. But I'll commit to that. That's fine. It's fine. Phone's got a level 90 Skahawk with traces maxed out and 10-10-10 on all the skills. Gaybog Alternative. True Divine Slaying. Yep, Divine Slaying on the quick cards. Nothing on the arts or buster cards, but at least Phone is clearly prioritizing the main attack cards that Bunny Skahawk would use. And now here's Ozymandio. Level 100 Ozymandio. Victor of the Moon for the Buster crit. 10-10-10. Sing it low magical energy MP9. I'm not going to close the app. That was clearly not my fault. NP2. Nice. NP2 Ozzy. Let's see, we got Lil Long Mass for the Imperial Privilege boost. Mage of Flowers for some extra NP gain. Royal Bunny for Royal Bunny. Mistress of the Heavens, and Fine Sword. And look, here's where all those Beast Paws are going. 500, 500, 500, Kono Dioda, Ozymandias, Phone. If you've not seen the Ozymandias song from Fate Grand Order the Musical, which is a real thing that exists, you're going to need to go and watch the Ozymandias song from Fate Grand Order the Musical. I am sure you will absolutely love it. You will absolutely love it. And then we're going to skip our supports, as we always do, and move on to Miyamoto Musashi Berserker. Truly K-scoped. 10-10-10. You have? Good. Good. I was hoping you had. You need to look this up. My name is Ozymandias. Ba 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 ba. I did not make that up. That's how it goes. NP1, you're in the same slot that I am with my Musashi Berserker. Was kind of hoping maybe someday an NP2 would show up, but I'll take her for the farming right now, as it's what I can get. My main farmer at this moment in time is Arjuna Alter. She's kind of taking a back seat. And finally, Yongui Fei. Level 100 True Honey Lake user. 10-10-10. And then, ooh, look, it's all the burns. It's Lamp of the Jinn. It's Crimson Fairy's Command Seal. And then we've got Stargather Rate on the arts card. If you have, Phone, if you have that Nero Sword command code, the one that has Stargather and burn on it, you might want to put that on here instead of Viva La France. You might want to put that on here instead of Viva la France. That'll probably be awesome. Consider it if you have it. And then the quick cards, we've got a little bit of Cure and a little bit of Star Drop, right? Overall, great serving for the burn memes. Yeah, that's right. Didn't you get GSSR'd into Yongui Fei? I imagine those burn memes gotta be fun. Yeah, Meteor Iron Bellows is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, if you have Meteor Iron Bellows, chuck that on the arts card. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised by that. But overall, phone, great list. I'm definitely seeing some progress. I kind of was wondering if you were joking about the 120 Jarcher, but there she is. She's there forever. Can't wait for you to get NP5, regardless of what banner you pull on. She's just going to end up showing up some point in the future. It's just going to happen. And I wish you luck on leveling to the 120 Ibuki Doji. If you want to be friends with phone, 746-335-134. All right, who's up next, Eric? Next up is Sarah. All right. Phone hath arrived. Hopefully you're going to get Super Orion. Yeah. 700, 238, 862. Let's go ahead and see what Sarah's got cooking. We'll just need Sarah to respond in the chat. And if Sarah responds in the chat, we are go. If Sarah does not respond in the chat, we will move on to the next person, as is tradition. You get 3 strikes and you're out, just as in the fair game of Blitzball. The first or the third? We're gonna do the first just because it's got the Koyanskaya on it and some other interesting stuff. All right, let's check out this Koyanskaya of Dark, since Sarah specifically mentioned that she just got this servant. Level 100 with a max golden sumo, already 10, 10, 10. You were ready for this character, weren't you? You were absolutely ready for this character. You had to be. NP1, fresh. A fresh Koyanskaya. Love that ascension for her. It is the best ascension for her. This is absolutely the best ascension for Koyanskaya of Dark. 100%. Just the dual socks that work with the trim of her dress, the platform shoes, it's all great stuff. We all just got her, to be fair. I mean, yes, to be fair, but also we've seen some crazy max Koyanskayas already. Next up, Artoria, level 90, with Vessel of Desire. This thing showed up max limit broken for me, too, when I was trying to go for Koyanskaya. Redonkulous. Koyan Dark starting her NA career strong. I'm curious to see how much Koyan Dark ended up making, since we know what's coming this year. I'm very curious. 10, 10, 10 on the Artoria and NP1 as well. You had to grind bones for Koyanskaya. You are a trooper. Goodness. To be fair. Nice little tip about Artoria. Which, since Sarah's showing us Artoria, I got to bring this up. For this Artoria specifically this Artoria, you can give her any command code you want on any card. Everything's going to turn to a Buster card. Easiest character in the game to slot command codes on. Just throwing that out there as a tip for everyone. Ooh, we're skipping one. We can't skip. We gotta look at this Ishtar. Max out aerial drive on our Ishtar. 9-10-9 as far as all of the skills go. NP1 as well. Melu, level 100 Melu. There it is. You're a lame guy, you like 3rd Ascension for Koyan Darks. This is the closest we'll get to Amaterasu outside of CCC. When it comes to Koyan's 3rd Ascension, there's no middle ground. You either you love it or you hate it. I see people that absolutely adore biblically accurate Fox Girl. I see people saying it is a ridiculous example of being over-designed. It's a love it or hate it thing. It really is. I think it's neat. I like it. I just think second's the best one. Let's see what we got working here for Melu. Level 20, 10, 10, 10 on all of the skills. True Farmer right here. NP1 irrelevant. Noble Phantasm level is irrelevant. Let's see what we got working here. Critical Strength from the Mini Coup. Critical Strength from the Blades of Neat and Doraku works really, really well with that second skill. Even more Critical Strength from Tengu's Fan. That's a neat thing about Melu is you can just throw Critical Strength boosts on any of her cards because of that second skill. And because you're probably going to refresh it with a Koyanskaya of Dark bonus. You adore all of Koyan Dark's Ascensions. Wada Sensei, fantastic. Wada's one of the best. One of the greats. And Vajra for another Critical Strength boost and Defense Ignore. Now, Sarah, when we first saw this, Sarah was one of the first people we ever saw on stream with a Habitrot this level. So if you haven't seen this Habitrot before, this is a very good Habitrot. This is a very impressive Habitrot for the level she was at in reference to the time that she actually ended up coming out. If I recall correctly, like the very first day we could have had this Habicat available, Sarah just jumped on it and completely maxed out this Habitrot. Like she's 10, 10, 10, she's 9, 10, 5, she's NP 5. This is a fantastic Habitrot. Grailed to 90 on top of that as well. Struggling with even NP2 for Habicat. I've got NP1 Habicat. That's all I'm sitting at. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and spend my friend points. Alright, that is a Bond 10 Castoria. We're going to move on to the Gray. It's almost time. It's almost time for another rerun. NP5, right? NP5 Habicat is, like, impressive. That's really impressive. We got Gray with the White Garden. Really good craft essence for her. Quick and Buster. She likes both of those. 9, 9, 10. This Gray's going to put in work during this upcoming rerun. She gets Anti-Berserker. Remember that. Yeah, you miss reruns. This is going to be like the final rerun. I want to preface that. This is like the final rerun. I don't think there's been another rerun on FGO after this one. I think this has been it. Maybe they're looking to do like a main interlude thing, like, or a side interlude thing, or just always have the events available like Honkai does for its events, like Grand Blue does for its events. I don't know. I don't know. We're kind of in a weird limbo state right now. Rongo Miniad maxed out on that Gray as it should be. Let's take a look at Morgan here. Level 100, maxed out. 10, 10, 10. Got that Roadless Camelot. Nice, nice. Some good farming there. And finally, Kama Avenger, Super Jelly, about to get demonetized, but we gotta look at this servant. We gotta look at the servant. There is one more rerun. Okay, it's just the second to last rerun. It's the second to last rerun we will ever see for an event. Ocean Flyer sitting at 50. We've got a 10, 10, 10 here on the Kama Avenger. Yeah, it's Santa Carna rerun. Final rerun. NP1 as well. Let's see what we're cooking with here. Okay, the Avenger boost is on Kama Avenger. Kama Chameleon. I see what you're saying in chat. I see what you're saying. Solid removal on those cards. Mini border for some stars. And Coffin of the Fall to round it all out. Avenger class demonetization. Yeah, right. Right. Awesome. Awesome Koyan. Awesome Koyan. Awesome Melu. Awesome as always Habicat. Overall, a great showing. I remember when you first like started playing this game, Sarah, and showed up, and like your account has really come far from the first time I looked at it. This is great. This is a great account. Awesome stuff. Am I going to go for Bazette? Absolutely. Oh my god, absolutely. Bazette looks so fun to use. So fun to use. I'm absolutely going for her, without a doubt. If you want to be friends with Sarah, 700, 238, 862. We got 5 more. We're gonna go till we're done. I still wanna fit some randos in here. In addition to super chats, we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going until we're done. We got 5 more. Yep, Humpty Dumpizzle, thank you for the super chat. 391 99 3137. Humpty Dumpizzle, also known as Lance. I think we got that right. $391-993-137. Yep, this is correct. Alright, let's see what we're cooking with here. I'm already seeing some strong picks. Humpty, is there any support lists in particular you want us to look at? I'm seeing some strong stuff here we can check out already. OG John, right? Centaur Horse Girl John can't hurt you. She's not real. I got it? Alright, cool, cool, cool. Let's start by checking out this Jean. Jean hard carry. 19k HP, which in reality, that's almost like, what, 30,000 HP? With the damage reduction. Definitely look at the Melu and Jean. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely look at these then. Maxed out 2030. So since the 2030 is not actually reflected, we're sitting at 22,000 HP on Jean. This is a true last stand servant. 10-10-10, magical energies there. NP5 on the Noble Phantasm. And just raw healing. A crit just because, and a little bit of star gen. Excellent OG Jean d'Arc. Next up, we got a Senji Muramasa. Maxed out Kaleidoscope. 10-10-10. Doomslayer and Jean play some music. Yeah. The big sis before her summer arc, right before the beach episode. Low magical energy's maxed out, so it doesn't matter what K-scope is there. He's NP2. NP2 Muramasa. So good. He's so good. Let's take a look at these codes. Wedge of the Heavens for some extra special attack. Da Vinci for some extra NP strength. Vajra for some strength. What will happen with that C when it's going to be 2030? It will break into fragments, and we will no longer have any fragments at 2030. Critical strength bonus, and a little bit of healing as a treat. Little penguin for Shiro to cook up. Ooh, Artoria Archer. This is definitely the servant that, like, when I initially ended up getting them on GSSR multiple times in a row, I was upset. But then I actually used them in fights, and I was like, oh, okay, this was actually entirely fine. A servant that has aged very, very well. Wise decision for saving the Arts Gather right up. He attracts so many stars even without a skill. Wise decision indeed for Muramasa. A nice little compliment for you from Mitsuru. Dive to Blue completely maxed out. We're 10-10-10 on all of those skills. Low magical energy is set to go. NP2 as well. So strong. So strong. We got our stars generating on the quick cards. On the arts cards, we've got some critical strength to take advantage of that Archer star weight. And then a little more critical strength on the Buster card as well. Suddenly nostalgic for back when you were relying on Arturia. It's fun. It's fun to just see a threat to humanity and give King Arthur a squirt gun and say go. Ooh, 120 Melu. I thought it was just 100. I'm not gonna lie. I thought this was just a level 100 Melu. with a max limit broken Black Grail. How much attack does that take us to on her? 19,597 attack. Mako, what's up? Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you so much. 10, 10, 10 on all of those skills. 10 and 10 on the appends. It had to happen. It had to happen. There was no way 120 was going to happen otherwise. Crazy NP5. Let's see what we're working with here. Imagine if it was 2k FO'd probably soon, though. Yeah, she's not even 2k FO'd. That's the crazy part. Now let's see what we got going here. Hero of the Endowed for stars. Armament of Victory for Star Gather to get that refund, as well as kill bosses with that single target loop. Same for Heaven Sent Karama Child. Everyone's Girl Da Vinci to increase NP strength. You can use that with the Buster, you can use that with the arts, it doesn't matter. And another bit of engraved card critical strength on our 120 Melu. Proof that having an insane attack stat makes up with having no skills, but having an insane attack stat and incredible skills is just the bee's knees. Fantastic Melu. I can see why you wanted us to see specifically the Jean and the Melu. Those are definitely some servants that were absolutely worth showing off. We've got a Surma Yi hanging out here. Not going to spend too much time on this. It's a 10-10-10 Surma Yi. Overall, a solid character overall. I said overall twice. I need to work on my diction. La 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 da 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 da. I like to lick a lemon lollipop in Lilyhammer. Lemon lollipop in Lilyhammer. My wife's just screaming lemons outside the door. A blessing upon this house. See, ooh, 10-10-10 comma with an absolutely maxed out. Jean was your first SSR ever? Me too, honestly, me too. I probably haven't given her as much love as I should have for when she showed up. My first SSR that really made an impact on my account, a huge one, was Kintoki. And he carried me through so much, I bond 10'd him. Ooh, NP1 on our comma, and let's see what we got here. Dragon Slaying. Critical Strength. Critical Strength. Critical Star Drop Rate. Not sure about the Dragon Slaying. Not sure where that would super come into use. And if you have the like Parvati's tuning fork command code that deals extra damage to things with charm, comma really benefits from that. So if you have that, I would recommend chucking that on a quick. Hear me out here. 3rd Ascension Melu's NP up twice, plus Da Vinci's 8% NP up, plus Melu's NP up in her Noble Phantasm, plus Oberon's NP up, plus new Plug Suit NP up equals error cannot be calculated. Was that even... I think we're entering the realm of theoretical math. Theoretical math at this point with these servants. Thought I was going to go the Metal Gear route with the Patriots. Psycho Mantis. Dragons equals riders, but IMO there's better CCs than that. That's where that's coming from. That's where that's coming from. Okay. I understand. Honestly, if I was giving an assassin the Dragon Slaying command code, though, I'd throw it on Sasaki Kojiro just for the memery. But that's just me. Okay, I see the rationale. Chat hath corrected me. I'm willing to be wrong. See, and level 100 Alt Juna with a level 100 Kaleidoscope with 100s across all of the skills and 100 load magical energy and NP2. Overall, neat. And I see you've got all of the debuffs there, and you've got Miss Majin for the extra critical strength and Blades for the extra critical strength as well. Definitely a solid critical damage God Juna. And finally, Spishtar. What more can be said? Mitsuru, you made this point 10 months ago in your support review. That was like an eternity ago. I was but a wee child. 10-10-10 on this Space Ishtar. Noble Phantasm 2. Again, like I said with the last Space Ishtar, what more can be said? She's gonna loop. I'm willing to be wrong, I just never am. Incorrect, I'm wrong all the time. But I'm also right a lot of the time. There's some things I'm right about, some things I'm wrong about. You just need to continue growing and never stop learning. You will never reach an age where you're done learning. And we're all just gonna have to accept that. Because a lot of the people who don't are just insufferable. I deal with some of them at work. They're just like, I'm too old. I don't need to learn new things about anything. And you just don't want to, you feel like you can't help those people. You're always going to be learning something new. And sometimes you'll learn something new multiple times because it'll take some time to sink in. I'm looking at you, Mitsuru. Sometimes I will learn new things multiple times and it's the exact same thing because it's going to take a while to sink in. Overall, super cool stuff. Super cool stuff. Blink twice if your wife is making you read this off a card. No, I showed her every single Baldur's Gate build she used. It's fine. It's fine. She is not making me read stuff off the card. Overall, a great list we got going here. I can see why you wanted to show us the Jean and the Melu. Overall, some admirable efforts for great servants that I'm sure are putting in a ton of work for you. If you want to be friends with Lance, 391-993-137. And next up, we have Clover, 915-943-155. Clover is here. Let's see what we're cooking with. Starting with the best alter ego in the game. A tea time Doman. He just wants to invite you to tea. He just wants to invite you to tea. That's all. Nothing bad is going to happen. You see that look on his face? Man is just hungry for some biscotti. There's going to be some great biscotti over at the tea party he's inviting you to. Ignore the fact that Doman's curse is at level 10. It's fine. It's fine. 10-10-1. Yep, because murder all those other alter egos, right? NP5. Crazy. Crazy. And yep, there's the Doman code, and there's the other curse code as well. If evil, why motions towards Doman? I mean, a lot of people feel the same way about Ascended Astarion in Baldur's Gate 3. If evil, why? Great Doman. Solid start off. Ooh, Arthur Prototype. You need more curse codes? Yep, you need more curse codes. It's fine, though. You'll get them eventually. Arthur Prototype. Love this outfit on him. I wish they would have done something like this for, like, every boys collection. Every boys collection, we should be getting something like this. We got Beautiful Dreamer on him, which is a great pick. He's 10-10-10 on all of his skills and 2 of his append skills. NP5 on top of all of that. Let's see what we're cooking with down here. Ooh, we're working on Beast Paws. Critical Strength against Divine. Critical Strength and Defense ignore. Removing a defense up buff, a little bit of Star Gather, and a little bit more Star Gather. If Artoria is Altria, shouldn't Arthur be Altrio? No. Nasu said no. So overall, when it comes to the codes, I'm not entirely sure why the Divine is on here. I mean, I get it if maybe it's a Divine Giant or something like that, but I kind of feel like maybe this Star Gather over here would be better suited on the Buster card that's going to deal more damage and also is getting another 200 bonus from Beast Paws. I kind of feel like you want to try to funnel as much as you can into the Buster cards. You were running low on codes and think that was for a specific fight. Okay, I totally get it. Yeah. Yeah, there would be specific fights that are against big divine enemies where that would definitely work. So yeah, I can see why you ended up swapping that around. Okay. You've convinced me. I'm convinced, Ed. Let's look at Robin. Ooh. Battle Olympia for the Arts and Buster bonus, starting NP gauge, 10-10-10. Ooh, 10-10-10 on all the appends as well. Of course, NP 5 on the U-bow. And we're looking at a little bit of extra poison. I see. This is your poison man. Definitely a work in progress. Do you see? Oh, I see. I see what we're going for here. Robin carried you through the beginning of the game. You adore him. All right. All right. Yeah, a clear case of, man, this servant really helped me out. I've got to sink a ton of resources into them. I did the same thing for not only Kentucky, but Artoria Lancer Altar. I feel like Artoria Lancer Altar, extremely, like, done wrong by the writing team, and I would really like to see her come back in a future event and, like, you know, do some super cool stuff, because she's horrifying. She is actually horrifying. His tree is a tactical nuclear bomb of damage. Between all of the poison, yeah, that NP5 is really going to hurt. We've got a maxed out Ryoma Lancer here with Treasure of the Caribbean for that NP charge bonus. Okay. 10-10-10 on all of the skills. 10 on the magical energy. NP1, but definitely benefiting from that overcharge bonus. Really makes an NP1 hit a lot harder, makes it so you don't necessarily see the any of the faults, and it helps you with that overall, like, overkill damage in order for you to get the Noble Phantasm refund. Ryoma will eventually be 100. Nice, excellent taste. His banner was rough on you. I mean, you're using your CEs, you're using the tools available to you to work around the NP1. So it's not like you're not trying or anything like that. Not at all. Not at all. You clearly have an understanding of the game and are working to make up for his shortcomings. Oh, Phone's gonna be a huge fan of this. Dang, level 120 Ozymandias. Jeez. Level 100, man is 10-10-10. 10-10-10 down here. NP5. NP5. Yeah. There he is. All the Beast Paws. All the Beast Paws. True King, final form Ozymandias. Crit damage on the Buster card. He's the reason you started FGO. It's clear. It shows. It absolutely shows. Critical strength, critical strength, critical strength. Even more critical strength. All of the critical strength went to this rider. My gosh. And Aussie fans are really just eating good on this game, because the man to start with was already insanely good. And it just seems like there is somebody within the Type Moon hierarchy, within the Type Moon management, within maybe the Lasingle or the Lightworks management. Every single time Ozzy might maybe start to fall off a little bit, they give him some buff that makes him absolutely absurd again. I don't know who it is, but it's got to be an inside job to continue to keep Ozymandias at the top of the pack. It's every single time it seems like something's going to happen to him that will, like, edge him down out of the top. Boom, right back up. Someone will not suffer Ozymandias to be mid, as the kids say these days. Now, where's the animation update? Look, they're fighting so hard for those skill boosts, they can't get the animation update to go through. We've got to take what we can get. Now, this is what I'm a huge fan of. I adore Okada Izo. Meanwhile, Iskandar and Ketz are stuck in the DMV queue still. Oh, goodness. Why is that correct? Don't make eye contact with Merlin. Just walk by. Like I said, support. We're going to walk over to the Okada Izo sitting at the bar with the brilliant skin. Just look at this. Look at this. That is an awesome Dapper suit. Absolutely. People who say otherwise are wrong. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Shimatsu Ken's at 5. I went super thematic on my Izo's command cards, and I just gave him all damage up against human. Just boomed across every single card. I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's whatever. Like, just boom, boom, boom. Super thematic. Who is it that's upgrading Ozzy? I don't know. Both Gilgamesh and Ozzy's are the CEO of this game. It's entirely possible. It's entirely possible. I wouldn't fault it. I'm a huge fan of that Okada Izo. Great stuff. There's another 100 Arjuna Altar. Round and Round. Ooh, good pick. Buster card effectiveness. Buster card critical strength. Ozzy needs hard survivability. Ozzy has Merlin. Ozzy has Merlin. Just bring Merlin. He doesn't. No, he's fine. He's more than fine. Izo has some incredible costumes. 10, 10, 10 on the Arjuna Altar. 10, 10, 1. That's totally fine. I personally would not have invested in this, but hey, it's your coins. Do what you want with them. Do absolutely what you want with them. I'm surprised that they gave Arjuna Altar this when, like, he's a berserker. The man is made of rice paper. He's sitting at 5, and I see we've got crit. We've got as much damage as we can possibly get. We're getting a little bit of charge, and then that quick card is just to inflict a burn to continue to getting that bonus. Where's the buff for anti-purge defense? Awesome. Y'all are asking for too much at this point, chat. We can't allow that. One of my favorite designs in FGO. I absolutely see what Nasu saw in this weird little bug guy when he was looking at the designs. All berserkers get crit resistance. I know, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I know why they did it. I know because if they gave them damage, it would just be objectively absurd. But, like, come on. I don't like it on berserkers. I think it's a waste. I think it's an absolute waste. Yep, 10, 10, 10 on the Soberon. What NP level is he at? NP2. Cool, so he can farm. He can farm really nice. Imagine if Arjuna Altar specifically gets anti-Lancer damage up. I would have been fine with that. I would have found that amazing and thematic. That's what they should have done. Great stuff. Great stuff. I'm sure Doman's going to have a lovely tea party. I'm glad that you've shown your love to Robin. And I know Phone is especially glad you've shown your love to Ozymandias. Overall, a super duper great list. If you want to go ahead and be friends with Clover, 915-943-155. All right, and we're up to the next person. I have a document. That's how I know what the numbers are. Secret document. Secret document. See, did Eric say who it is yet? Did Eric say who it is yet? It's Keplan! Thank you for the super chat, Keplan. It's Keplan! Oh. I'm just gonna let that stew while we wait for Keplan to respond. We'll just let this stew for a second. Anti-Archerist because he has rejected his original self. That is thematic. And yet he becomes stronger the more he accepts his humanity. Schmancy. The thing about crit resistance is that it means that archers actually cannot crit against him without having buffed crit chance. Ooh. Hey, Keplan's here. All right. So let's get this out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. Damn. Damn. Level 90 Mango. And yet we're still sitting at 8k attack. Ooh. Final fragments. Wow. Wow. Anyone try him on Koyans? That's going to be something worth trying with that CE. Goodness. Extra attack boost is completely roided up. NP4 to boot. And okay, we got Mini Coup. Code Cure. Holy Shroud of Lovers. And 2 Code Glitters on top of that. Wow. Angry Mango, nah, I'd win. Wow. Crazy. Crazy. I do have Angry Mango like perpetually in my backline so I can get this CE, but this is a next level. This is Bazzetted home. What did I say? Pokemon. Everyone is somebody's favorite. Grailed to 100 Lakshmi Bai. We've seen a lot of servants where a lot of people in chat's going to be like, what? What? The doc should have what you need. I'm going to go get some food. Eat, Eric. Eat, drink, and be merry. Thank you so much for your help. We just have a few more to get through, but Eric, go eat. Go eat. Enjoy your din-din. True Angry Mango commitment. Has anyone ever seen a level 120 Angry yet? No, I have not. I have not, actually. Let's take a gander at this Lakshmi Bai. 10, 10, 10. Grailed to 100. Maxed out anti-berserker attack. NP2 as well. Let's see what we got here. Coins probably make 120 Mango hard to get. Yeah, that's true. The coins will do you in. Luo Long Mask for a nice buff success rate. We got some critical star drop rate on the quick card. Sheep removes. Lucky Beast heals. One who shoulders the Mother Goddess heals and grants some crit on top of that. Yeah, that's right. She does need the buff success rate for Sipahi's Assault. I completely forgot about that. I'm so tempted to invest in Lakshmi Bai. She's neat. She's super neat. It's a servant you don't see a lot of. It's a servant you really don't see a lot of. I think that's part of the appeal. Say Shonagon level 100, Shadow Servants Beware. Walk in the Park max, exact same hairstyle. That's why this is good on her. That's the whole reasoning. We're sitting at 10, 10, 10 on Say's skills. Low magical energy is maxed. NP2, again, Shadow Servants Beware. See what we got working here. BB slots, nice. Ooh, Lakshmi's so fun in boss fights, or Say so fun in boss fights. Part of why you grailed her, nice. Mini Ushiwaka. Leviathan. Dragonkin for the critical strength. And Code Glitter as well. Overall, a great Say Shonagon. We're going to be seeing some wild stuff in this list, chat. We're going to be seeing some wild stuff in this list. True Saint Seiya fan right here. With Aerial Drive all set. We're sitting at 10, 10, 10 with all of these skills. Low magical energy is 10. Man is at NP1, totally fine. Ooh, even more Roman damage from Da Vinci. Viva La France, granting some Star Gather. Man has the buff cleanse. Himeji Bat for critical strength. And Code Glitter for lunar bonus. I still remember Say kicking my butt during that event 3 years ago. Still traumatized? Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Ooh, another Habitrot. I didn't see what NP level she's at, so this will be a nice surprise. 10, 10, 10, Hobignon. Ten and 10 on those skills. Ooh, another NP5 Habitrot. That's 2 in one night. That's 2 in one night. That's got to be some kind of luck right there. Goodness. Goodness me. Great. You know, I was tempted to roll for her for the GSSR, but there was just a lot of potential L's on that banner, and I couldn't bring myself to do it. She's definitely great with this Traces of Christmas. Ooh, 10, 10, 10 on top of that. Hot take, you think Roma is the strongest crit lancer in the game, but Melu is the best all around. Roma is a very strong crit lancer. I can understand your logic. Okuni just constantly granting stars. There's a shit ton of friend points. I shudder to think of how much it was. Alright, Okuni's got her NP1, and she's Beast Pod on these first two. Raw damage against the demonic, and raw damage against everything that hates Enuma Elish. NP3 on the gauge, Royal Bunny all set, and Priestess of the Silver Key to boot. Yes! Love to see it. You love to see it. Old man Li Shuwen. Grailed to 100. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Legitimately one of the coolest servants. One of the coolest servants in the game. Love this guy. NP2 to boot. And is this just, ooh, critical stars, star gather rate, ignore invincible for no second strike memery. Nice, nice. Yeah, he's so cool. He's so cool. I adore the old, martial artists who would delete you in a single punch trope. Li Shuwen, Leroy from Tekken, like so many good characters that fit that trope. If I want to, please no, I don't want to see his fist. That's what I'm seeing, I'm about to die. Lancer Old and Lee has been great in Redline. I gotta read more Redline. Ooh, level 120 Sith Lord. It's a shame Eric walked away. Can't see the level 120 Sith Lord. 10, 10, 10 on all the skills. 10 and 10 on all the little boosts. NP5 on the cross caliber, because it had to be done. Had to have that NP5 if we got all those servant coins. Crit strength boost. Another crit strength boost, as it should be. NP gain on the arts card. More special attack against sabers. Absolutely thematic. More critical strength on that Buster card too. And the Beast Paws are on cards that benefit from the critical strength boost. Definitely thought put into this. Misspeak Carnunos with Li Shuwen. Mad props for making it work. I had to imagine that took some jumping through hoops and stuff like that. Lee reminds you of Dragon God Orsted. Have you seen Mushoku Tensei? I haven't seen Mushoku Tensei yet. I'm probably going to watch after free run, but I have not seen it yet. Awesome Heroine X. Awesome level 120 Heroine X. And finally, another Ashiyodomen. Level 100. Black Grailed. 10, 10, 10. 10 on the magical energy. NP1. We've got some poison. Redline's why Mori is one of your favorite servants. Just so much about Redline is so good. I hope it gets an anime. I really do. We got Main of Orleans for some healing and Code Glitter for some drop rate. So as far as poison goes on Domin, I wouldn't necessarily say focus on that. Give Domin as much curse as possible, because that will benefit from the disastrous curse bonus. I don't think poison necessarily works on him. Swap that out for something else. I've just got my Ashiyodomen like laid out with curse stuff, and it's pretty dang great. Overall, great list. You immediately caught us by surprise with the Angry Mango. The Lakshmi Bai was a welcome surprise, as was the Li Shuwen for me. I'm sure the Heroine X hit for a bunch of other people. And Izumo no Kuni, still interesting. Still very, very interesting pick. If you want to be friends with Kibo, 495-871-329. Alright, our next person we've got up is Mitsuru Miki. 470-864048. Let's take a gander at Mitsuru's support list. Sephiroth do love his curses, yeah. Yeah, Mitsuru Miki, let's go. Oh, Eric's already back. Man must have ate all of the things. You missed the level 120 Heroin X. Let's take a gander at Mitsuru Miki's list. Mitsuru's still here. You're still making food, but you looked at over the screen just in time. Oh my gosh. Starting off with Ibuki Doji. Ooh, 100 Ibuki Doji with aerial drive for farming purposes. We're 10-10-10 on this. Low magical energy is there. Kusanagi no Tachi is there. That's a lot of swords hanging out down there. That's looking interesting. Buffalo chicken dip sandwich. That's right. You can take any dip and put it on a sandwich, and that somehow makes it a sandwich. Huh. You can make a sandwich out of just dip. That's dangerous knowledge. That's dangerous knowledge we've just imparted on the chat. You can place dip on pieces of bread, and that is a sandwich. Interesting. Interesting thought for you to mull over, chat. Blades is great for some critical boosties. Sword of Beginning and End for just a little bit of extra damage. And Vajra for mainly that defense ignore, but the critical damage is great too. There's our Undead Slaying. And there's some removal and some extra stars. Good picks for Ibuki Doji. Anything between bread is a sandwich, but it also depends on the placement of the bread, because some things become like a taco, and then like some things become like an open face sandwich, some things become a pie. It's a very delicate balance. There is a sandwich chart that some culinary student made up on the internet, and it is a very accurate sandwich chart and goes over the entire focuses of a sandwich and how it's built. Like, I guess a hot dog's a taco, technically, and then, or a taco's a hot dog. It's one of those two things. It's one of those two things if you really start getting into the meat and potatoes of, well, if it's a corn tortilla, then it can't be a sandwich, but if it is a whole wheat tortilla, then the taco suddenly becomes a hot dog. I'm getting off track. Let's look at Muramasa. Level 100 Muramasa with Demonic Sun Princess. It's not just bread, it's things made with wheat. I'm getting off track. Demonic Sun Princess chilling here. We're 10-10-10 on all of those little things. Would love some more sword CCs from my Muramasa. Muramasa gets out of its swords. At this point, a Pop-Tart is a sandwich. No, a Pop-Tart's a ravioli. A Pop-Tart is a ravioli. Ooh, NP2 on the Sumikari Muramasa. Let's see what we're cooking with. Special attack Saber. I will say that does not mean that a Saber gets a special attack bonus. This means this does special attack damage against Sabers. So this would be better on something that deals extra damage to a Saber class. So maybe swap that out. Maybe get that swapped out. Royal Bunny is good for the generic bonus it gets. Armament of Victory, solid for the Star Gather rate. Same goes to the other one you got going here, but chat did mention that Muramasa gets a solid amount of Star Gather already. So you might want to play around with that when it comes to the arts cards. This over here, mini border for an extra little bit. Cooking with me in the future, I am very rudimentary in my cooking. Very rudimentary. I would not feel confident enough streaming it. Gilgamesh would love the anti-saber CE. That'd be CC, not CE. And Demonic Sun Princess is a really good budget pick for Muramasa in general, especially that arts card critical strength. Gotta love it. Ooh, Road to 120 Gil. Sewing a Beloved Doll. Yep, that's a great one. 10-10-10 sitting here on the skills. Low magical energy, hyping at 10. NP1 as well, but that's totally fine. Let's see what we're working with here. Mini border looks like something Frankie from One Piece would create. It does, doesn't it? It does. Miss Majins. Ooh, good Star Gather rate. You put Artoria and Muramasa for reasons, and you were the one who made the Arts Gather rate up statement, so lol. Fantastic. Karama Child for the critical strength bonus. Special attack, Divine. Arts card, critical strength. That is also Divine. And Nautilus definitely works as well for Gil. Good luck on the road to 120. It is perilous. I'm going to say that every time I see somebody doing a 120, by the way. So you all should probably get used to it. Ooh, level 100 Roma. With that Buster crit goodness. We weren't just talking about this, weren't we? Roma being an insane Buster crit servant. In true Saint Seiya fashion. Low magical energy 5. NP 1, but like we said, Buster Crit means that NP level doesn't necessarily matter as much. Kind Wish for the gather rate. Blanket critical strength boost to everyone. Demon Vice Commander. Ooh, that's actually really nice on Roma. Which is Command Seal. And as much star drop rate as humanly possible as well. Another Grailed Aussie. There's been so many Grailed Aussies this stream. Like a bird? Alright, that definitely works. 10, 10, 10 on all those skills. Extra attack is boosted. NP1 on the Noble Phantasm. There's our buff success rate boost. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. There's our NP gain boost. There's a little bit of curse. Just a wee bit. Some critical strength on the Buster card, and more critical strength on the Buster card, this time against Divine. Let's see. There's our comma. There's our comma right there. White Garden's definitely great. Those are our two primary cards. The team-wide crit up command code on Roma is really good since he supports crit damage also. That is very true. Very, very true. Comma sitting at 10, 10, 10. Extra attack boost boosted. NP1 sitting there. Let's see what we're cooking on these codes. Dragon Slayer's Sword. Just like we mentioned earlier. Moon Goddess for the special attack male. Nah, phone went to go eat dinner. Ooh, Phantom Maiden for special attack female. There's our spear. And there's our Phantasmal Horse. Another comma, comma, comma chameleon. Oh, man. Alright. Ooh, Junao. Level Hundo. Kaleidoscope. This is why I'm using them, too. 10, 10, 10. Low magical energies at 10. NP2. Ooh, that's got to be some damage. Meteor Iron Bellows. Great Gather. Mistress of the Heavens for critical strength. Sparrow's Inn for, ooh, Chaotic Evil special attack. Dragonkin for poison and even more critical strength. And Hero of the Endowed because it is very, very thematic. Good picks for Arjuna. I like the, I like that idea of having the paired critical damage / hit the enemy with a status effect command codes on him. That's some great thinking. That's some great thinking. And finally, our Koyana Manawana Chihuahua. I haven't seen nearly as many Koyanskayas as I thought I would. Black Rail, 10, 10, 10. And there's that NP1. Brand new Koyanskaya Dark. Overall, great list. Great list. I see a lot of the stuff that Mitsuru's been saying throughout the stream is represented in this support list right here. Especially the Roma. Like, another great chance for Mitsuru to give some awesome, good advice. Like, seriously. Seriously, there's a lot of people that show up in these streams that really give fantastic advice, and please, if you have great advice to give out, chuck it in the chat. Seriously, I like that the community is actively helping each other try to get better, and, you know, helping me continue to try to get better. If I, you know, like, slip up, say something, wasn't considering something, I'm not gonna get upset if anyone in the chat, like, says that something is better, something is different. Like, good job, you've been doing good, chat, and you've been doing good, Mitsuru. If you want to be friends with Mitsuru, 470-864-048. And this is going to be our last one of the night because my goodness have I gone over. The final one is going to be Sippin' Hot Cocoa, 966269270. Plushie hopes that one day Koyan Dark will get buffed. Perhaps someday. Perhaps someday. Sippin' Hot Cocoa, our final pick of the night. Let's see what we got going on here. Kagekyo and Necromancy, I'm telling y'all. Alright, kicking it straight off of the level 100 Van Gogh. Looking up at the starry sky. I love this art every single time I see it. It's beautiful. It's transcendent. One of the best looking craft essences in the game. 10, 10, 10 on all those skills. What are we looking at for our Noble Phantasm level? NP1, totally fine, totally fine. And let's see what we got here. Critical Strength. Critical Strength. Critical Strength, alright. Buff removal on that arts card. And even more buff removal. I see. You're keeping the buff removal on there, especially for attacks. Because you know Van Gogh's going to keep getting hit by the curses, Coco. And you want to make sure that, you know, Van Gogh is able to survive to continue to do Van Gogh things. Alright. 120 Muramasa. 120 Muramasa. 2k Fode Muramasa. Ocean Flyer, yep. Arts card effectiveness, NP strength. All that noise stuff. Did I just hear dingle dongle? Ooh, Shadow Dragon 2008. Thank you so much for the sub. Let's see, 10, 10, 10 on these Muramasa skills. You got a photo of Goey next to sunflowers at the Van Gogh Museum last year, so she holds a special place in my heart. Nice, nice. My wife and I went to go see some of Van Gogh's works when we went to Washington, D.C. for the first time years ago. And it's just like, I've never really had a moment like that where, we should probably about Van Gogh over time this. I've never really had a moment like that where, like, some, like, big pieces of art have super duper, like, moved me deeply. Like, I saw some Gauguins there, and that was, like, really sick. I was like, damn, this is super cool. I love that, man, Gauguin. But, like, seeing her, like, look at Van Gogh's self-portrait and, like, openly, like, weep at, like, being able to actually see it in person, that moved me. That moved me deeply. I was just like, wow. You know, just to see some work that someone put in, just having such a profound effect on somebody so many years after they're so long gone. I think that's a very interesting and very integral part of the human experience. I really do. It was a sight to see. It was a sight to see. And the fact that, you know, she wasn't the only person I saw in the museum that felt that way. Insane. Absolutely insane. It's crazy that it wasn't so much like the actual piece that moved me, like being there and seeing that, but the fact that seeing other people moved by the piece really moved me. What a moment. What a moment. Looking at this 120 Muramasa again, now that we've sort of side-detoured into art talk. 10-10 on those. NP5, of course he's gotta be. And we're almost max beast pod. We're getting there. We're getting there. We got the damage. We've got the refund. We've got the stars. We've got the ignore invincible and all that. Great stuff. Great stuff. It did kind of annoy you that Starry Night isn't at the Van Gogh Museum though, right? The most famous piece, just not there. I mean, I get it. I get it. Part of the reason they're the Van Gogh collection is they have, like, the most Van Gogh pieces. But that is a piece that you feel like would be specifically a staple. Like, this should just be here. This should just be here no matter what. That was an awesome experience. It was an awesome experience. I love museums. I love checking all that stuff out. It's great. Ooh, level 100 2K Fode Super Orion. Like a bird. Still an excellent pick. The fact that we're seeing it on so many Super Orions reinforces that. 10, 10, 10. NP1, which is all he needs, and boom, Buster crit across the board. We've got a level 100 Melu here with a level 100 Black Rail. Buh. 10, 10, 10. Low magical energy is maxed. NP5. Wow. Incredible. Mini Nobu for the crit strength bonus. Priestess of the Silver Key for some stars. Viva la France for the crit bonus. Crest of Titan's Pit for the NP gain bonus. Mini Ushiwaka as well. Hey, my besto friendo. My Mandricardo is the exact same level. Can't find an empty stomach. Great budget pick for him. 10, 10, 10. Real Mandricardo fans also level Brink Shot. None of this 10, 10, 1, 10 crap. No. Real Mandricardo fans max level Brink Shot. Fantastic work, fellow Mandricardo fan. He's 111 on those appends. NP5. Great Mandricardo. We looping? Yeah, we looping. Oh, she's Melu's your next 120 aspiration. Great 120 aspiration. Speaking of Grailed aspirations, here is a Hans. 10, 10, 10. Like I said, not going to spend too much time on the supports, but we've got some love for Hans. And we've got a 10, 10, 10 Koyan down there as well. MVP of Atlantis. Ooh, yeah. Juno Alter. Level Hundo. My besto friendo. A maxed out round and round on him. You gotta see some crazy crit damage from this man. 10, 10, 10. Low magical energy 1. NP 1. And there's our crit bonuses on top of that as well. Finally, Oberon. What more can be said? It's always great to see a great Detective Foams. Never see that CE too much. Low magical energy is set. And NP1 as well there to boot. Solid Van Gogh. 120 Muramasa. Who could possibly hate that? I love the Mandricardo love, and I really hope that your Melu journey is fairly easy, as you will likely be using Melu to farm for Melu, because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. You're gonna be using Melu to farm for Melu. 966-269-270 will get you on this friends list. Oh no, data's been updated. Data's been updated. Data has been updated. I think my game exploded. Nah, it's fine. Nice. Well, gang, that's all the time we got for tonight. I'm so glad all of you swung by to check out the support review. We were consistently over 50 viewers, like basically the whole time. And I really do appreciate it. I appreciate all the love in the chat. I appreciate all the super chats. I appreciate all the advice everyone was giving out to each other. All of your, likes, comments, all the subscribes we got. All that stuff really helps me out. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate it. You were pretty shocked when they changed the background there. It was super good. It was super good. As far as announcements and things like that go, Game of the Year video will be up tomorrow. I'm gonna go over my top 10 games of the year. I fixed the audio issues for it. Listen to it. It sounds good. It's finally crisp and beautiful. So if you wanted to check out my Game of the Year picks, I've got a nice little video going for that. As far as videos in general, though, you're going to be seeing more videos in general. I'm going to get around to doing those support, not support reviews, those servant reviews that I missed. I'm going to try to get those up as soon as I can. On top of that, I'm going to make an announcement about why there's going to be more videos specifically going forward. It has a lot to do with trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. I was hoping to hit 10,000 subscribers this year, wasn't able to. So I'm hoping we'll be able to hit 10,000 this year and go even further beyond after that. If you want to be in on the next support review, I always try to do it the first week of every month. We're basically doing it on the first Wednesday of every month. So, set your calendars. First Wednesday of every month is likely when we will be doing the support review. I announce all of the stream info on Mondays. Usually Mondays or Tuesdays. I try to get it out on Mondays if at all possible. Anyways, gang, don't let me keep you now that we're done reviewing support stuff. Just thank you all for sticking by, listen to the announcements, look out for those videos, look out for those other announcements, and I hope you all have a phenomenal day and a phenomenal evening and a phenomenal New Year's panel special missions and a phenomenal Koyanskaya of Dark Summoning. And okay, I think I'm done. I'm gonna go get in my pajamas, my jams, my Jimmy Jams, and lay down. I hope you all, I'm gonna not say you have a phenomenal day because I've said that way too many times. Let me stop drawing out the goodbye, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.